What's up, guys? This is Max from HardwareHobbies.com. Right here with me I have the Asus Rampage 3 Formula motherboard, and I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing of it just so you guys can see everything it comes with before I stick it into the system that we're building right now. This motherboard is a version of the Rampage 3 Extreme, and it is essentially the same hardware except a few of the more high-end enthusiast features were taken out to make it more affordable. It's about, I think it retails about $60 less than the Rampage 3 Extreme did. Alright, so as we can see here, here's the board. It's got really nice heatsink design, Republic of Gamers logoing. It has three SATA, it has three PCIe times 16 ports, while the Rampage 3 Extreme had 4, but still it has 6 DIMMs for your RAM. It's got an 8-pin CPU power, and the Rampage 3 Extreme had 2 8-pin CPU powers, just in case you want to do some extreme overvolting or things like that. And this one does have an onboard Molex power. This is if you're overclocking and overvolting your graphics cards. You can draw more power from that just to make it more stable. And let's see what else it has. I'm going to have to open it to show you guys all the little features, but it's a very nice board, and again it goes with our red and black color scheme. So here's some information. ROG Connect. This is the Republic of Gamers something or other. I haven't used it, but from what I know of, you can hook it up to a laptop with some software and do overclocking wirelessly through Bluetooth through your laptop. And alright, game first, not now, the speed you need to poon. Yeah, alright. BIOS flashback, alright, that's cool. 2 BIOS ROMs, so that means that you can store different settings, and if one BIOS is corrupt, then you can not worry at all, because you have 2. Supreme FX X52 built in, that's the really nice audio I was talking about in another video. Creative has included this onboard very nice audio, so you don't really have to buy an extreme sound card. It comes with very good sound. Extreme Engine Digi Plus. I'm not sure what that means. Kaspersky antivirus. Probably just a trial, and they make you buy it, like always. Alright, so that's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the box here and show you guys the motherboard itself. Alright guys, here's what you find inside the motherboard box. There's 2 little trays here. One contains the motherboard with a nice plastic cover, and one contains all the accessories. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the accessories first. Alright, so as with all X58 chipsets by Intel, they support both Crossfire and SLI. That's the dual GPU support from NVIDIA and ATI. And as you can see here, it comes with a Crossfire bridge and a longer one in case you want to reach, I guess, I don't know, that's actually too long, but I think actually the Crossfire bridge is different from the SLI bridge, so that's why they include both. This one's flexible, this one's still flexible. Alright, here's a triple through-way SLI bridge, so you can have on all 3 of your cards right there. Here's their I/O plate, which has a really nice design. There's no more of those metal tabs that you have to stick around. This one just has a nice foil, sort of metal covered foam, and this just conforms to the back of your plate really easily, and there's no hassle with the metal pins like bending where you don't want them to. Another thing Asus does that's really nice is they have these labeled leads for your front panel connectors and your USB. So as you can see, it says like power LED right there, and then speaker, ground, plus minus, all that stuff. So it's really simple to plug in your front panel. You don't have to really consult the manual that much, and then this just goes straight onto the motherboard. They include zip ties for you to cable manage whatever small cables you might need. Their user guide. And there's something in here. Yeah, there's a disc right here, and then there's some stickers. Oh, this is nice. So you can stick these onto your hard drive cables or your hard drives themselves to make sure which one is which. Here's the optical disk drive sticker, hard drive sticker. That's nice. Alright, and then on your disk, I think you have all their software. They have some overclocking software, some like PC probe software, tells you all the temperatures, stuff like that. Probably the antivirus trials on here too. And a case badge right there, Republic of Gamers, the logoing. Alright, let's see what else they have. Optional fan installation guide. I guess this fan, I'm not quite sure where it goes. It might, I don't know. I'd have to look in the manual, but I'm probably not going to use it just because we're not going to be doing anything that extreme, and it's going to be very loud, and we don't want that. Here is a Asus USB thing. Probably, it says ROG on it, so I'm assuming this has something to do with the Republic of Gamers Connect thing, if you don't have a Bluetooth connection or something like that. You get tons of SATA cables with this cool little white and black coloring. Actually, that's only 2 SATA cables. Oh, here's some more. There's another 2, so that's 4. And here's 8. Yeah, that's 8 total. Alright. Here is a backplate PCI thing. It's got, that's a eSATA. If you have an external drive that uses that, and another USB header. Alright, so that's all the accessories that the motherboard comes with. I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side and then show you guys what the motherboard looks like itself out of the box. Alright guys, here's the board itself. It's very nice. Been looking at some of the features and it's really cool what they added in. So I'm going to start from the top left, I guess, and just go down the whole thing. So on the back plate, get a better view of this here. Alright, we have the standard 1 PS2 for your keyboard. That's for NQ rollover if you have a mechanical keyboard, or if you want to use a PS2 keyboard for overclocking, because sometimes your USB controller can give out if you're going at really high speeds. So that's nice. And then we have a CMOS reset right there. And then you have your digital audio. Then you have a few more USB ports. I believe those are USB 3 ports. So you have 6 USB 2.0 and 7 USB 2.0, 2 USB 3.0. We have an Ethernet connection right there. And there's a FireWire, and I believe that is 2 eSATA ports. I think those are, yeah, they look the same. Alright, then we have the ROG Connect button right there. And your onboard creative audio with 7.1 support. Okay. Now if we look at the top here, we have the CPU power. That is an 8-pin. You can take this cover off and fit the 8-pin on there. And this is really interesting at the top. I thought we have 2 fan speed controlled fan ports. So you usually only see one of these 4 pins, and that's for your CPU fan. But on here you have 2, so if you have a push-pull system with both fans that are controlled by the motherboard, then you can do that. And then these 2 pins on the side right here are for measuring temperature, as it says right there, optional temperature, I'm pretty sure, monitor. So that's really nice. If you have like a fan control in the front, you can use that to monitor the temps. I believe that's what it's for. And then we have, of course, our CPU socket. Very nice heatsink design around the sides, cooling the MOSFETs. And now we're on to our DIMMs. We have 6 DIMMs. Asus has a weird sort of design for these. These bottom ones aren't clips, so you just like slide it in and then put it down in the front. I actually don't like it very much. Like, I find it's kind of annoying when you have to like push it in. I thought it was much cleaner when both of them were clips. However, it doesn't really matter at all. Still holds the RAM in fine and works perfectly. Alright, here we have a start reset button. Always nice to have. Oh, here's another power fan. There's another 4-pin fan. That's very cool. Let's see. Here is a Q reset button. I believe that is Asus's way of having a reset for your overclock. So if the overclock isn't working, then you can just hit that and it'll reset everything. It'll restart the computer at stock overclock settings, and it won't clear your CMOS, so all your like drive settings will be saved. And then we have a fourth power fan right here. That's really cool. That's really cool. All right. And then we have the ATX power. Here's a go button. That is for memory testing. I'm pretty sure it's something like that. I haven't used all their little button features, but I'm gonna read up on them and see what they all do. Let's see. Okay, here we have the SATA connections. I believe these are SATA 6, and these 6 are SATA 3. So that's your 6 gigabit per second. That's what we're going to use for the SSD, and then these are for the drives and optical drives, stuff like that. Okay, really nice heatsink design. The middle looks like it has pretty good heat dissipation, and there's that Molex I was talking about that gives more power to the PCIe lanes if you are doing some heavy overclocking there. And as for the PCIe layout, let's see, we have one PCIe 1X right here at the top, and then we have a 16 times and another 16 times. And notice that there's none right here because Asus knows that it's almost 100% that if you're buying this motherboard, your card is going to be a dual slot card, and so there's no point even putting a slot right there. Alright, so we have three 16 times lanes in total, and two 1X lanes, and then we have a normal PCIe slot in case you're using like an older, maybe a network adapter card or for your wireless internet or something like that. Here on the left we have our creative Supreme X58 chip cover, and let's go down here. We have audio out, Firewire port right there. I think there's two more case fans. Oh, apparently every single one of the fan ports on this motherboard are the 4-pin power managed ones. That's really sick. I like that from Asus. Okay. Here's some USB ones. This is apparently an overclock station. Maybe some accessory they have. Yeah, here's a couple more USB ones, and here are your two BIOS chips. Here's your BIOS 1, BIOS 2, you can read that. And then here's another fan port, again with the 4-pin. Actually, that's bent. That's not good. That's not good. Look at that. Oh well. There we go. Just bend it back into place. Alright. Yep, and here's a BIOS. Oh, that's so sick. A BIOS switch button. Oh, that's awesome. This motherboard looks really promising. Alright. So I think I pretty much covered everything. This is an X58 1366 socket motherboard for the original Core i7 processors, and it will work with the 980X, 990X, those two. Alright guys, so that's pretty much all I have to say about this. Hope this was informative to you, and this is a great motherboard. Even though it is at a pretty enthusiast price range, it has a bunch of features that you'll find really useful if you're overclocking and into that kind of thing. So, hope you enjoyed this. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and look forward to my last unboxing video that I got to do for this build, which is of the OCZ ZX1000 power supply. Alright, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. See you later.